naturally optimistic, but, again, we'll take it day by day and just do whatever we can to help remedy this situation.
I got his back through everything, so he knows at the end of the day, if there's ever a wonder of, he's lost a teammate or something because of all this come out, like, he knows where I stand.
I care about Aaron Rodgers from a friend perspective. Whatever he wants to do, whatever the situation that comes out, I will never hold any grudge against him. That is my friend. That is someone that I've appreciated, and he has done a lot for this organization and a lot for me as an individual. Now, as a teammate, I would be idiotic to say that I don't want the MVP back.
Obviously, me and Aaron, we got a good relationship. Talked to him probably a week before I got out here. So, yeah, whatever the circumstance may be come season, just do my best to be ready for myself, for the team, and for everybody here.
Matt LaFleur, Devontae Adams, David Bakhtiari, Jordan Love, all from this week at the Packers mandatory minicamp. It was the story of the week. It's been the biggest story in the sport. Aaron Rodgers, what's next in this quarterback drama? He either will show up for training camp or he won't. He'll either hold out, he'll retire, or he'll be there. In the interim, we've got the Packers shareholder meeting, which could get interesting. That's when fans/owners of the team show up to hear guys like Mark Murphy talk about big issues with the team, and whether or not Aaron Rodgers is going to play for the team is going to be one of the issues, and I'm sure Aaron enjoys that, Myles. What does your own personal crystal ball tell you is going to happen next for Aaron Rodgers and the Packers?
I feel like he'll be back, and we'll be talking in August about how, Aaron Rodgers will be saying, well, things were taken out of context. He'll have like a Russell Wilson type press conference where it's going to be something like, my issues are not with my teammates. I love my teammates. The same stuff he said when he was talking with Kenny Mayne, a few weeks ago on SportsCenter. And then he'll go out, he'll play the season, and then we'll be doing the same thing next year, because I don't know how this gets resolved in any other way unless he just says, I'm not doing this, I'm going to retire. And I don't know. I don't see him sort of giving up a year of his prime, especially for a team that's gone 26-6 over the last couple of years in the regular season. They've made it to 2 straight NFC championship games. I mean, there's still a good chance that the Packers are going to be really, really good this year, especially if he plays and he plays well, which, I mean, if he's playing, he's probably going to play well. That's how good he is. So I don't know. I think he'll be there at training camp. I do.
I was kicking around some ideas this week, and I don't think this is a realistic possibility or a strong possibility. I think it's realistic enough to mention it. We had an idea from Peter King that the Packers and Aaron Rodgers should agree that he'll play with them for one more year and they'll trade him after this season. So, hey, come back one more year and then we'll give you what you want. Another thing they could do, if he's determined to never play again, for them, one agreement they could reach is, okay, you retire, you never play again for anyone, and you don't have to pay us back the $23 million in signing bonus money that you haven't earned. Washington did that with Deion Sanders back in 2001 when he decided he did not want to play for Marty Schottenheimer 1 year after getting his signing bonus, so he retired. They didn't make him pay it back. Then they let him keep playing a couple of years later, which was kind of odd. Marty was gone, which was one of the reasons why Daniel Snyder was okay with it. But that's a possibility as well. You can't rule out anything because it seems like all the brainstorming you do, it's the thing you didn't think of that ultimately happens. But that's a possibility. If he would get the Jeopardy job, I'm done. Okay, fine, Aaron. You never come back. You never play for anyone. We're not going to make you pay the money back as long as you don't play for anyone. You try to play for somebody else, you owe us the $23 million, period. That's a possibility because I think the Packers don't want to go through the Brett Favre thing again. I think that's one of the issues here. They don't want Aaron Rodgers playing for somebody else, playing well, and making them look bad.
Right. And if you're the Packers, of course you don't want that because, frankly, I think at this point in Aaron Rodgers' career, he's better than Brett Favre was at that point in his career, although you could say that Brett Favre had one of the best seasons of his career with the Vikings, when, and I'm sure you remember that very well, Mike, when, he was at the tail end of his career there. But I feel like if you're Aaron Rodgers, he always struck me as this hyper-competitive person. And if you're coming off a season where you just won the MVP and you're still, at like the height of your powers as a quarterback, I don't know that I would want to give that up. I don't know that I would want to give up the chance to be a 2-time Super Bowl champion instead of just a one-time Super Bowl champion. He always has just struck me as that kind of guy that maybe he doesn't necessarily need football. Like Tom Brady seems to need football like he needs oxygen. I don't know that there are too many people that are at that particular level, but Aaron Rodgers, he's hyper competitive, right? Like, he still loves this game, and I think he loves being really good at it. And I think he loves being the kind of petty person that says, all right, you want to do this? Well, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to stick it in your eye. Like, I don't see him not playing football ever again. I can't see that. And maybe it's because I just want to keep seeing him play. I don't know.
I agree with you. And, people say, oh, you just don't want him to play this year. It's like, no, I want him to show up and play in Green Bay. I want a good story. And there's no story better than the drama that we would have all year long, because it's not like Aaron Rodgers will set it down and never mention it. He won't be able to help himself, just like he wasn't able to help himself when he was trying to not call me out by name 4 years ago. There will be occasions where he lets it known that he still has issues. And I think he's decided that the front office is the impediment to him adding to his legacy, that they're not making the right moves. They're not putting the right players around him. When they had an opportunity to get a receiver, what did? They draft a quarterback. These guys are never going to figure it out the way that they should figure it out, and they're not listening to me. They act like I just work here, and he wants to go somewhere like Tom Brady is, where they not only appreciate him as a player, but they welcome his input as kind of a quasi-GM, and we're going to see more and more quarterbacks get that power.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.